Welcome back to my channel. It is Krabby Empath here. To all my subscribers, thank you guys so much. To anybody new, if you're interested, hit the subscribe like button. I don't think there's a like button, like bell notification thing. Sorry, voice was all quiet there. So this is kind of a follow-up from my rant / discussion earlier. This is going to be my reading on Travion Thompson. He is the boyfriend of the mother of Maliyah Bass. He has confessed to the police that Maliyah's mother, sorry guys, I use that term loosely, but that's what she's referred to as, said that she got upset with Maliyah because she wouldn't quit crying, and beat her with a hairbrush. And they put her in a closet, and the next day she was deceased, so he took her body, and he put it in I believe a drainage pipe, and then she was found in a bayou there in Houston, they said about 20 miles away. I couldn't find much on him. Like, I kind of look for birthdays, I kind of look for that stuff, especially when I'm doing a reading on somebody. He's not a good person. He's just not. I wish I could say different, but he's just, there's a lot of, I'm feeling a lot of evil from him. And I don't use that term lightly, honestly. I feel a lot of, I don't know. And when I was looking stuff up, I actually did find like an interview. I'll put the links that I find that I mention in my description. About his mother, her name's Angel Harris. She was like super upset talking about the entire thing. I also found out that he was out on probation, and he assaulted someone with a deadly weapon, and they still didn't lock him back up. So, I don't know exactly how true that is. I take news media kind of with a grain of sand. I mean, there's certain things that are just facts, you know what I mean? And he confesses, he does those kinds of things, he makes that kind of stuff, public record, you can find that stuff. So, I mean, there's certain things, yes, that he has done factually. Now, I'm going to have to further investigate if he should have been locked up, because from what I understand, he had, I want to say it was 4 or 5 offenses against him, and this one was a violent one. So there was no mystery that this was a violent individual. But, no, actually, there's no buts about it, really. It's just, it's a sad situation. These two got together, and I don't know what clicks in these people's heads. I don't know what happens with these situations of freaking mom and boyfriend. It's a sick pattern, and it's been years and years and years and years, and it's like we're not learning anything. People aren't afraid to murder their children. And it's pretty scary to me. I don't know. It's a big injustice, in my opinion. So, sorry, there's just a little reading in my book there. Let me put her down. As per usual, I have his picture here. I don't really like looking at him. I'm not trying to be completely ugly, but maybe I don't know. There's, to be honest, there's something missing, like in his eyes. in my opinion. You guys can go look at him, you know what I mean? I don't know, it's almost like hollow. But that could also be because of everything he just did and, you know, the effects that it has on somebody. I don't know, she was smiling. She had a shit-eating grin on her face. What can you really tell from a mugshot, though? I mean, I've watched his videos, but I watched him on silent because I cannot stand his shrieky little girly voice that he does. That was so fake. I mean, to cry, you have to have tears. Never understood what was complicated about that. Alright. So again, this is going to be on Travion Thompson. I wanted to just find out kind of what his role was with Maliyah. Car's going crazy. Okay. If I move the camera around, I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on this new angle that I got going on here. So what do y'all think about all this kind of stuff, like about the laws and the stuff that they have in place and etc.? I mean, I think it would be like, we all think, maybe can agree that something needs to happen for our kids. And it kind of drives me crazy because this stuff happens so often, so much, and it seems like there's never really a huge outpour against it. You would think it, I mean, something so sickening would really, really hit people. But it doesn't seem to really shake ground anymore. The day I understand humans is the day that anyway. Okay. So let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see if I can adjust this a little. Sorry about the light, guys, too. I hope it's alright, but I needed it darker in here. It was too bright for me. So. I really feel like he participated in hurting her. Like I said, with the autopsy results, I really feel like they sugar-coated them. So you got the 7 of Wands. Standing up for yourself. Standing your ground. Alright. I feel like we're dealing with a narcissist here, right off the bat. Remember, this is a reading on him, okay? On his feelings, on his stuff. He's feeling like everyone's attacking him. And that almost like it's, I got the Justice card in reverse, almost like it's not my fault, it's her fault. And we know he did that. We know he blamed her. And I honestly, I've said before, I think she was the sole person that killed Tootie. Little Toot girl. I really do think she is. And so I think he's so... he can't understand. He's like, well, you know, she killed her. Like, I just got rid of the body kind of thing. Like, it's horrible. I hear that in my head, but I do. And he feels like everyone's up against him and that there's just like an injustice to him. You know what I mean? He can't take responsibility for what he did in his role in things. And everyone knows he played a role. He admitted he did. So, but he's feeling sorry for himself. Because he's just... So I don't mean to laugh, guys. I don't literally think it's funny. It's just my... People like this. Just... The Knight of Swords. Impulsive. I have a feeling he's the type that flies off the handle. He plays kind of the victim card, but at the same time, he's very aggressive, I feel like. To the Eight of Swords in reverse. It's bound and tied to a situation that you put yourself into. So he... Okay. This is kind of what I mean about them not thinking that they're really doing anything wrong in the Justice Department. Because literally in this man's frame of mind, yeah, he participated in abusing her. He hit her a few times. He whipped her. He listened to her scream in that closet. He knew she had a broken arm. But poor him. Like, oh, look at the freaking consequences of my fucking actions. Holy crap. To the Ten of Wands, carrying a heavy burden. Holy cowie. Sorry guys, suckers are going nutty on me all of a sudden. Oh yeah. Sorry guys, I don't own rights to this music, if you want to call it music. Ooh, I like to listen to thunderstorms and thunder and that kind of stuff when I do this. I realized it wasn't on. Plus, I'm pretty sure his face isn't, like, grained in my mind, so I don't have to look at him. Alright. So he's feeling bad for himself. He's got this personality, like, he's very immature. Very immature. Four cauldrons. Sitting there, like I said again, feeling bad for himself. He doesn't feel remorse for what happened to Maliyah. He feels remorse for himself. I mean, that's like... I kind of see this as her. Kind of like, you know, he put her in that fucking... Sorry with my mouth lately, guys. I'm just... This little girl, I shouldn't cuss so much. Almost like a hand coming up from a tunnel, you know what I mean? Like care. And then he just ignoring it. Just giving no shits. Because he's in a bad position. It's crazy in the background. There's like this. I don't know. It's almost like the writing's on the wall. And some part of me thinks that they need to really look at it. I don't think that was her first time in that broom closet. If she was in a broom closet. I believe they did that. I do. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this is kind of like stalemate. Yeah, not progression forward, really. It's 21. I've been just... Okay, I don't usually show, like, my little writings and stuff like that, but I'll show you guys, like, a little... I think I sit there and do stuff with pencil sometimes. Actually, maybe you can see right here. Okay, I do little drawings and stuff like that sometimes when I'm thinking about stuff, and I write stuff down. And I don't know if you guys can see it. Where am I? Right there, I have a 21 written down. Like with the writing on the wall kind of thing. I don't know. Don't ask, because I don't know myself. It just tripped me out. I saw that there's kind of like this blockage. I wonder if that's from him you know, not wanting to face the music, not wanting to... He's perfectly willing to tell the world what she did. And he's willing to say, yeah, and I took her down there. And I think he thinks, well, if I just say that, if I just say just enough, then, you know what I mean? It's one of those. Yeah. This card really is bugging me with the hand up and then like the waterway in the background, and I don't like it. I don't like it. About the lovers in reverse. I bet so. I don't think she's gonna like you much anymore after you spilled the beans on her there, dude. So yeah, his love life's a mess, for sure. And you get this, guys. The lovers go in reverse, and it's the 6th card. They got arrested on the 6th of October. I don't know, I find that little stuff kind of trippy sometimes. Like the lovers got, you know, they were like this, and the 6th of October came and went, whoop! Because, you know, they concocted this story together, and they were in it together. But, being arrested for murdering a child kind of has a way of turning two people against each other. Got the father coming in. Also be the emperor, authority, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my favorite cards. I love the father card. I don't know why. Ooh, so we got the 4 of shields. Unstable, instability. Trying to like face these more towards you guys so you can kind of help. I'm trying. Kind of seeing this as like his cards on the table too. I'll try to put it up close so you guys can see stuff. Like the hands he has to play. Not the exact meaning of the cards. It's a, like misfortune kind of thing. Yeah, I bet the authority figures do have you in a... Woo! We got here, peeps. Alright. So for him, we got the Tower coming down. One could hope so, that it would, this is your downfall. Ruin. To the Nine of Cauldrons in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, his foundation, everything is rocked. He's... Good load. Goodness, I think that was my stomach. Oh, and then we have, okay, the Knight of Cauldrons in reverse. To the Fool in reverse. Yep, you're a fool. Mm-hmm. Not a nice fresh beginning, dude. It's the end of it. Crazy, I never noticed in this card that the dragon had... I see the weirdest, littlest stuff. I like to show you guys, though. He has blood coming out of his eyes, kind of dripping down. I don't know if that's really... It almost looks like he's crying blood. The dragon is. Down into the waterway. Yeah, so I'm definitely seeing, just kind of go back over, do a, he's for sure feeling bad for himself. He's feeling put upon, you know what I mean? She's the one that did it. Why am I in trouble? Very immature, not understanding. Actually, he knew what he was doing was wrong. There's no doubt in his mind. Or else they wouldn't have put on that not so fabulous show. I can't believe they didn't arrest him like 24 hours just after that. It was absolutely like the worst acting I've ever seen in my life. Some people bought it too. Oh, we got the Queen of Cauldrons coming in. I wonder who she could be. Who are you? So we've got the Eight of Cauldrons. Walking kind of away from a situation. Sorry, I'm trying to get it on there, this stupid light glare. It's got the Eight of Cauldrons walking away. That one's like super self-explanatory. So the Nine of Swords, up all night. He's not feeling bad for himself, y'all. I mean, I'm sorry, he's not feeling bad for Maliyah, he's feeling bad for himself. I kind of look at this as him looking back and being like, okay. It's kind of sick, but it's his reading, okay? But kind of like he was... This is weird to say, okay. Like, the Queen of Cauldrons is... The way I see her in this is she's a love, you know what I mean? So she's a loving figure. She's offering you a little bowl of sunshine. And then walking away. So it's like, this emotional stability, everything like that. I know this. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna keep going. She got that. I mean, it's just kind of love, light, shine light, walking away, swords. I mean, is that her telling him it's gonna be a good Lord cards? It's gonna be okay, or what's hanging up me? All right, we got the King of Wands coming in. Actually, so maybe this has to do with justice. Maybe. Honest, truthful. Maybe that's how he perceives himself. Nah. I don't think so. I think that's kind of like, okay, I'm not looking at the gender specific here, but kind of like he's up all night, he's under distress, under the watch of the king kind of thing. I think he's nervous in jail because he knows what happens to baby killers in jail. Holy shit. And it would be. We got the 5 of Cauldrons. Yeah. Oh my god, it's terrible. Yeah, see, look at the little... Okay. This is ruin, that kind of stuff, you know, loss. And this has like little pearls around it, and this has like sunshine going into it. Look over here, this one has blood spilling out of it. To me, that is... I tell you guys, I don't always look at meanings of the card, even though I do see... Like, he's not even sad about it, y'all. I really feel like he's the type that thinks like the sun shines out of his ass. What is this wanting? Oh, great. So we got the Queen of Swords in reverse. I think these two, like him and what's her name, Sahara. I think they had a really tumultuous relationship. But in a sick way, I think he, like, even though he turned on her, you know what I mean? I don't know, these rainbows, it's like a false sense. Thoughts. So I don't think he didn't turn her in until they got caught. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say anything until she was caught. So I don't think he's trying to protect her in any shape or form. He obviously is not. But I do think that, that he obviously held on with her until they got arrested. And if he feels bad for anything, I almost think he feels bad for freaking turning her in, y'all. I really do. For him and her. That's who he feels bad for. This is... She's, when she's in reverse, in this one, she's... How do you put it? She's dramatic. She's a drama queen. She thrives on drama. And she's going to cause a lot of problems for him, too. Because I'm telling you, he's not so innocent. Sorry to be graphic here, but how much strength do you think it takes to break a little girl's arm? I think he was directly involved in her abuse. I think he is a narcissist, asshole, individual. He's immature. He feels bad for himself and his girl. And I know I've said a couple times I need to look at DNA evidence, stuff like that. When I see this blood, y'all, I really do think that that's legit. Okay? I'm going to try to say that as gentle as possible. They hurt her bad. I almost feel like that damn apartment probably smelled like bleach or something. They cleaned up. They had to have cleaned up. Because this was not a pretty scene. There we go. Seven of Shields in reverse. Just even more misfortune, bad stuff coming that way. God. Yeah, I'm seeing this. Okay, non-gender specific. I'm seeing a man and a woman. And then look, there's a head in that fucking cauldron thing. Like they put her down, remember? They put her in the water. They put her... Sick fuck. Oh, God. You know, there you go, with the Four of Wands in reverse. And that little happy life is not so happy anymore. Their little dream is over, but they got away with it. I think they really did think they got away with it there for a while, y'all. To the Seven of Swords. Theft, taking things, leaving pieces behind. They did leave evidence behind. Obviously, I mean, just her... that sounds horrible, but usually the best piece of evidence they have is the body. The body tells us the story, pretty much. And then... I don't see this as him coming up with different ideas, like... he's a tricky sucker. He's got tricks up his sleeve. Too. Like, I see him... I'm sorry. Even getting in trouble. There, Joe. We got the world. Comes the world. Actually, that's the sun. I don't know what I'm talking about. Something's wrong with me. So, integration, that kind of thing. Yeah, they got the world flipped upside down. To the world. To... I wonder if he's not having problems there already at the jail. Like, I see him being, like, carrying himself to a higher standard, almost. He's very arrogant. Very arrogant. And he doesn't always see, like, he thinks very highly of himself. And you could kind of see it in that video when he's going off, like, I taught her this, I taught her that, I showed her where her home was. When he's doing all that freaking crap. He's trying to make himself look good there. He wants people to believe that he came in and was this amazing stepfather to her and loved her and taught her all this stuff, and he was so full of shit. So, I mean, I don't know. He's just narcissist, crazy ass. And guys, got the Eight of Wands, slow movement, and so we got kind of like this theft, this trickery guide to the world, which is what's, you know, what's done is done, the world. To the Eight of Wands in reverse, which would be, you know, kind of like slow movements. Yeah. Definitely not swift. This might be a slow process. I'm really hoping they bring extra charges in on them. I mean, they have to. Injury to a child and tampering with evidence. Shouldn't there be, like, tampering with a dead body? Something like that, maybe. We got the Star. Every time I see this card, I think of a little Maliyah. This is her star card. She was an Aquarius. I remember that. And then I'm also seeing this as like it's kind of like inspiration. I almost feel like in some way Maliyah's gonna speak for herself through what they find through her body. I know that sounds probably kind of morbid, but that's what I'm feeling, that it's going to be kind of a slow process. But unfortunately, guys, I think it's a slow process because there's a lot. They have to mark every bruise. They have to they have to do x-rays. They have to, I mean, stomach contact. It can take a really long time to fully get all this stuff. I know we always want, and this is hard even on me at times. Even you can have an understanding for something and it still frustrates you. We want that, you know, immediate justice. We want that so bad. We want them but it takes time for them to get all their ducks in a row. It takes time. I mean, they have to present this to a jury, hopefully, and without any reasonable doubt. No, they have to say, this is who killed her. This is how. So it does take time. It takes a lot of time to get all of the ducks in a row. And I think with the Star coming in, with her coming in, it's saying, what I'm feeling from it is just watch this unfold. Like her little body is going to show what we need to know. We're going to know what happened to her based on that. Not based off of what they say. I'm sure she's going to come back at him with something too. These two are going to go back and forth. I don't know if that flipped or not. Sorry, guys. don't think it did. Usually catch them, but sometimes I don't. Yeah. Deep breath and make all your cards go flying. Okay. Got the hangman position. The 5 of shields. I'm sorry, 5 of swords. I don't like him, I don't like him, I don't like him. This is what I'm getting out of this kind of is he thinks that he's kind of making a sacrifice in a sense. Like I told you, I'm like hearing him kind of in my head, like I told you guys what happened. So we got the hangman, the 5 of swords. 5 of swords is, I mean, it's, what word for it? That's like right at the tip of my tongue. I'm having one of those moments. It's like a dishonorable win. Winning without pride. But it's not really winning. You assisted in the murder, disposal of a child. You're a fucking monster. How could you do that? And go break one of their fucking arms and see if they can sleep and not cry. Oh yeah, I think the arm was broken, absolutely, and I think it was broken before this happened. 6 shields in reverse. It's like you can't see the forest for the trees. Where's the forest? Yeah, in the trees. 6 of shields would be in reverse, would be kind of... Sorry, I'm gonna get a drink, y'all, because I'm gonna drive myself crazy with that. I already say enough. Alright. Holy bananas. So we got the chariot, a will, movement, that kind of stuff. Keep going here, see what's up. To the 6 of wands, which is kind of like, God, y'all, this is how cocky he is. I almost feel like this, on this one, he thinks he should be being celebrated. I really think he thinks he deserves kudos for this shit. Because he showed enough strength to tell the truth. So he feels like the light should be shining down on him, but in reality, he is absolutely horrible. The magician in reverse. Made her disappear. What the heck is that? Scratching at the door. Come on. It's my cat. Sorry. Okay. Come in here. I don't want to keep the door open. Cats are so bossy. Like, he doesn't usually care about my door or anything like that. It's usually open, but the second I shut it, like, he never comes, well, he does come in here. But the second it's shut, it's like he has to be in here. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing without me? You're in there doing something. Yeah. Did he go out? No, he's literally, like, laying right at the, you know, the door, like, opens like that, and the cat is, like, right there. Oh, come here. Okay, there we go. Here you guys go. Meet the cat. He's like, what are you doing? He loves it up here. It's ridiculous. Anyway. He had to come visit, apparently. Sorry. Didn't mean to distract y'all from that. Okay. Apparently he's going to chill with me through the reading. So we got the magician. We got him going... you know what I mean? Like, to me, I'm seeing this like as his tricks aren't going to work. No one's going to fall for that. Can you get comfortable, please? This is ridiculous. I'm sorry, guys. I can't just throw him off. He's just all like, what you doing? So, we got the magician to what, Binx? Help me out here. She got my cat tarot. Ooh, I got him flying. There we go, the King of Swords in reverse. Because he's not a good person. He's deceitful, he's arrogant. He's just, yeah. He thinks of himself as like, oh, I went and I showed strength and I told my story. But he's got his little tricks up his sleeve because he is a freaking narcissist jerk. I think he was so, I'm not, like, saying anything about like, kind of his relationship with the mother. But I think he beat her too. I think they beat up each other. I think I've said in my previous videos, but man, I think he did a number on them both, and I think she was really, sorry buddy, she was really aggressive with it too, and they were just super aggressive, violent people. The Ten of Shields. Kind of be like a happy home, that kind of thing. I'm sure that's what they wanted him to think. Well, that is what he wanted him to think. What am I saying? Because he straight up said, like right away, remember he was like, oh, I taught her all this, I did all this, I was such a great dad, such a great stepdad. But in all reality, I mean, he has broken up his family. I mean, his mom straight up said, she's like, I want to hurt him. Go look it up. His mom said that. I'll put it in the link. She's mad. Said they deserve to be in jail. And I don't even disagree. But again, this is kind of his reading, his way of thinking about things and doing things. Okay, cool. He's settling down. If not, like, I know it's weird, but if I have to, he'll, like, bump everything. So he's completely disrupted the family. I'm not saying this Ten of Shields upright is a positive thing, even though, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Again, I'm saying something about, like, the writings on the wall. There's something, some kind of evidence. I don't know. I know I jump all over the place. I do realize that. I have, like, a whole, like, 5 people, like, to tell me everything I do wrong. But which, actually, I take constructive criticism very well. Very well. But when you're rude, it's just kind of like, you know, you don't have to watch this. There's 1,000 tarot readers out there. All right, look at there. Got the Two of Wands. Poor me. My world. To the Five of Wands. Everyone's picking on me. Everyone's bullying me. All I did was tell the truth. He feels put upon. What kind of weirdness I have going on my phone right now. Oops. All I can hear is my cat purring, trying to hear my... Six of Cauldrons in reverse. Like this, it would be like happy childhood, happy this, happy that. It pisses me off that he feels sorry for himself. But I'm not surprised because that's like super typical of the personality type. Alright, card. I'm going to ask you a different question here. I want to see some other stuff. Alright. I think he's keeping a lot of secrets. A lot of secrets about what happened that night. There was a lot more that happened than just she got mad and beat her with a hairbrush. And what the hell kind of hairbrush was this? To kill a child. And then a shields in reverse. Yeah. So in that Nine of Shields, I'm really just kind of seeing somebody turning a blind eye to. I almost think he found it amusing when, yeah, and his shields in reverse, stagnant, not taking any action or something. I really do feel like he found it amusing when Maliyah got hurt. And I think, we got rebirth. Last Judgment. What really bothers me about this is it's a little baby on a raft floating down a fucking river. But we have her this way. Because he didn't do fucking shit to help her. He sat there, laughed. I think one of the most honest things he said was, "I was playing my game." He says that in his interview. I think that's one of the most honest things he says. Two is shield in reverse. Reverse, reverse, reverse. So it's kind of like, got these shields coming in. God, I just feel like this was like his in action. Like this one bothers the crap out of me. It's like, I mean, this like failure to act kind of thing. I don't know. I don't like him. Okay, sorry, that doesn't help anybody. But okay. What I'm saying with this is he was kind of just like, what's the right word for it? Bored? Perhaps. And I do, like I said, as sick as it sounds, I feel like he got humor. He found humor in what they did with her. Like, it was a game in some sort of way. Like, she was just, I feel like he felt like she was just, like, kind of a burden there. And he knew all the right things to say. You know, he knew the stuff that she should know. He knew all that stuff. He knew right from wrong. Somebody had kind of mentioned that in one of my videos about the insanity thing, and I agree with her completely. I mean, they're two different things. Knowing right from wrong and then the other stuff. So, I mean, yeah, this is deception. Lying. He's lying. Shocking, right? This cat, I swear to God, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Binxy. Okay, we'll go down to your little spot then. Sorry, guys, don't usually have animals in my videos. But actually, I have a blue heeler named Whiskey. I've got a little lab mixed mutt named Guinness. My son has a cat named Tiger. He's an orange tabby, and then I have Binx. He was my under the house, call him my little rat cat. Yeah, I have two male cats, and they're best of friends ever. Binx is mine, Tiger's my son's. Anyway. So I probably needed to take myself away from this for a second and just go into another realm. Because it is bothering me that you know what I mean, there's this deception. He didn't do anything. He felt bored with this. It's almost like he's already had enough of it. Like, alright, can we move on to something else? Like, I told y'all what you needed to know. I don't know. He's a piece of work. And he is an abuser, and he is the type of person to take advantage of other people. I mean, I wouldn't trust him near anything, really. Mm. Yeah. The shadow in reverse. The devil. So we kind of have this as like, he's lost all control. There's no more left to do. I mean, things are going to unfold the way they're going to unfold. They're guilty. They are both so insanely guilty in this. And we're dealing with two, like, really stupid individuals. Like I said in the last one, I don't think they have two brain cells fire together at the same time. Like, and kind of in essence, yeah, that'd be like working on yourself and being better. No. Maybe it's him having to sober up a little bit. We got the hermit. Oh, is this what we're gonna do? We're gonna go in. Are we gonna blame drugs and we're gonna go into a rehab, or something like that? Is that what this is? Is that what I'm fucking feeling here? I sure hope not. Hope I'm dead wrong on that. I better be wrong on that. Better not happen. There he is again. He's the king of cauldrons. This dude even looks like him. Look at this. I'm not crazy. Yes, I am. I swear they look alike. Okay. No, put his face up. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. So yeah, the King of Cauldrons in reverse. He is... I got him in my first... He popped up in my first one. Just like that. Right next to the mother. And, yeah, he's a lying, deceitful, arrogant person. And I think his arrogance is gonna, he's gonna try to be like, I don't know, blame something else, or start saying he's like rehabilitated. The Five of Shields out in the cold. I'm almost wondering if they don't. Shit. I'm kind of seeing this Five of Shields as like a pitiful me thing, like because it kind of means out in the cold, that kind of stuff. But like the two people, walking over here, and all this, like I almost feel like he was like kind of singling himself out for the purpose of getting some source of help. Because I'm telling you, this dude, the one big thing I'm getting is he does not want to be in prison as a baby killer. I'm getting that really heavy, and as dumb as he is, he knows he does not want to be in there. And I've said it before, freaking prisoners do a better job at taking care of these people than our justice system, okay? Because I think if you kill an innocent, all children are innocent. If you kill a child, if you kill a defenseless little tiny being with your bare freaking hands, you're a fucking monster and you should fucking die. That's my opinion. Hate me for it. I don't care. I really don't. And all it's gonna do is waste fucking money on feeding him. Why should he be allowed to eat? Why should they be allowed meals when she didn't even get a chance to have her fucking 3rd birthday? Fuck that. People are too goddamn nice these days. And I'm a sweet person. Not when it comes to baby killers. We got the Ten of Cauldrons here. Okay. So, a little happy home. Kind of creepy twins. Here's some Page of Shields. The Page of Shields. I almost feel this like, whew. Like they took her out of a happy home. She was in a happy home before. And they put her in the dark. Like, this is kind of like working on yourself, manifestation kind of stuff. Really working on yourself, craftsmanship. So it's almost like she went from being this vibrant, happy home, all this, to this at the hands of these two. Look how sad. I mean, you could say it's focus, but I see sadness. I'll do a couple more and we're going to call this what it is. A narcissist, asshole, abusive prick who should have already been in lockup. That's why I don't trust the justice system. Because it's built for criminals. Depending on your situation, they'll lock you up for... They'd rather take on a drug case than they would a murder case. To the Druid. Higher power. Belief systems. I'm seeing this more as, since you took this little girl out of her happy home and you abused the shit out of her and you murdered her, you are going to meet whatever maker it is you believe in. You know, the way I'm seeing this whole belief system thing, I don't know what his religion is. I don't know any of that. But I'm seeing this as, you know, him arguing his case, and it doesn't fucking matter. There is no rhyme or reason in the world to kill a little girl and put her body in the drainage thing, the drainage pipes, and her body floats down to the... There's no excuse. You can't give me one. And last but not least, what's really cute about this is the last reading I left it off like this, but this time I'm not completely drained. The moon. What is in the dark will be brought to light. See that hand coming right up out of the water? That's going to haunt him. He may not feel bad, but he will live with this and what he did to her for the rest of his life. We may not ever know all the details of what he did, but he does. And he may not feel bad now. He's 21 years old. Right now, he's scared as shit. He's scared. He's thinking he's doing all he can to get out of this, to get the best plea deal he can, to get away with it. And if you're a real man, you just... Well, it wouldn't have ever happened if you were a real man. But, well, really, another thing that gets me about this stuff is when they do this, and they make a confession. Just, you know, own up to it. Own up to what you've been doing. Own up to what you did. Don't do a half-assed confession. I mean, if you're going to take somebody's life and you're going to take a little girl's life and you're going to make a confession about it, at least make it real. Make it all of it. I'm not saying that she wasn't beat with the hairbrush, but I'm saying that they did a lot more to her than that, and he had a hand in doing that to her. He's just as guilty as that mother is. He laid his hands on her. He hurt her. He listened to her scream. He listened to her cry. He did all of that. So, anyway, let me know. Send me some feedback, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful morning or evening or night. take care of each other out there. Let's keep an eye on the babies. If you have any requests, I don't do any personal readings. I just don't. I'm not into that. I do this not for any source of money, ever. I do this to bring awareness to situations. So, if you have requests on missing persons, on somebody, I won't do it on, like, you can't get a hold of me, and I won't do it on, like, your brother, okay? I'm more with the missing person stuff, with the case solving, crime stuff. That's more my comfort zone. That's where I'm confident. That's where I do stuff, and I just don't feel right. I don't know. Charging. I mean, I'm not against anyone who does it. I mean, there's amazing tarot readers out there who, you know what I mean, who do amazing with it. I just don't feel that's quite my calling. So, with that being said, if you send me a request on somebody missing, on a case you found out about, if you have any information on this case, anything like that, I love to talk. I love to discuss things. I'm much more inclined to talk to you if you're nice to me. I'll let you know that and have a discussion. So, in saying that, I hope everyone, again, has a blessed whatever time of day it is for you, and take care of each other out there. Good night.